Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV, and it's your boy, the Black Mamba. Today is December the 1st, episode number 43, and guys, we back. We back for another week of NFL picks. And guys, I don't know about you all, but man, it's nothing like the weekend. This is the favorite part of the week for me, where you just Friday comes and then Saturday is college football and Sunday all day on the sofa watching games and just getting inebriated on football. And guys, last week was a really good week. Everything that we talked about last week turned into gold. I was 4-0 and won. All the survivor picks won. All my NFL picks won. Hey, it was like we could do nothing wrong last week, guys. Let's hope that we can do the same thing this week. And with that said, let's jump right off into these picks. And I got a couple of bangers for you guys this week. I got 4 bangers. With the first banger, Venomous pick number 4 is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And guys, this game should not be close. Jacksonville, they right now they have their foot on the gas, and last week they could have locked in their division with that win over Houston Texans, and now they get prime time. They're playing against a Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati Bengal team, and I think that this game should be a fairly easy game for Jacksonville as long as they don't take Cincinnati lightly. The defense didn't play good last week, but this matchup should be a lot easier since they're going to have the backup quarterback, Jake Browning, in. Trevor Lawrence has been totally locked in since they took that beat down from the San Francisco 49ers, and I don't think it'll be a problem for the defense to hold Cincinnati's offense below 10 to 14 points. So with that said, give me Jacksonville -9. And with Venomous pick number 3, the Los Angeles Rams versus the Cleveland Browns. And guys, give me the Los Angeles Rams. When I actually looked at this, it was 3.5, and looks like they've taken this off of the board for now. And it could possibly be because Joe Flacco is going to be the starting quarterback. If that line is anywhere from 4.5 to 5, I'm still going to ride with the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, Joe Flacco, he's 39 years old, and he hasn't put any big numbers up since they won the Super Bowl 10 years ago. And Cleveland has lost both of their starting tackles, and they should be able to get some pressure on Joe Flacco. I don't know how mobile he's going to be back there in that pocket. And I've just been like stunned with this statistic. I've given it out the last few times I've been on here, but the Browns have given up 30 points per game in their last 5 games on the road. Check that out. They've given up 30 points per game the last 5 games on the road. And they won't have their defense won't be at full strength because Myles Garrett, he got hurt last week. So even if he plays this week, he won't be 100%. And they actually need to rush Matthew Stafford to get him off his spot. When he's able to stand back there and throw, I mean, he has some lethal targets in Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. So it spells trouble for the Cleveland Browns with Myles Garrett being hurt. In addition to that, the Rams, they're ranked 5th in sack rate. So they're already not giving sacks up to Stafford. So give me the Rams. With Venomous pick number 2, guys, I was torn between, I was leaning towards San Francisco in this San Francisco-Philly game. But games like this, you just kind of want to be able to sit back and enjoy the game. So instead of betting on the game, I looked at the total, and the total it's actually went up. It was 46 when I looked at it earlier, but now it's 48. And I still like the over on this. I like over 48. Philly, they've been masterful this year. They had a masterful comeback last week against the Buffalo Bills, but the defense has been on the field they were on the field 92 plays last week. And the Eagles, they're also top 5 in third down and in red zone, which means they're going to put points on the board. And they're third in points per game. And this was one of the big stats that stood out to me when looking at this. They have 28 points plus per game in every home game. So when they're at home, they're going to put some points up. And with San Francisco, they're going to put points up too. So they have their main guy back on the offensive line in Trent Williams. And when they have Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel, their offense is clicking on all cylinders. So I'm going to have my popcorn ready, guys. And I think this game will go over. So give me over 48 in Philly and San Francisco. And with the most venomous pick of the week, the Denver Broncos versus the Houston Texans. And guys, give me Denver +3. This could be an early playoff game, early game with playoff implications, should I say. And Denver, they started out 1-5, and now they are 6-5. So they've reeled off 5 straight games, and they're one of the hottest teams in the league. I didn't think I'd be saying that earlier in the year. Earlier in the year, I was giving them some real grief, but they've actually bounced back, and they've turned out to be one of the better teams in the league over the past few weeks. They're playing a Houston team that's really good as well. I like Houston. Houston is one of the up-and-coming teams in the league. But I looked at this matchup, and Houston's defense is 24th in yards per play, and they're 28th in yards per pass. So with that said, I think that Denver is going to be able to move that ball against them, and I like Denver. Houston is also one of the teams, if you look at when they're favored, they don't do well. I think they covered the last game that they were favored, but they are, as a favorite at home, they're 0-2-1. And even though Denver started out bad on defense in the beginning of the year, the last 5 games, they're only giving up 16 points per game. And Houston has won by more than 3 points in only 1 of the last 5 games. So with that said, guys, give me those Denver Broncos. And if you hung in here with me this long, guys, got a little 2-team teaser bonus for you. Give me Tennessee +7 and Jacksonville -3. I like this little 2-team teaser. Tennessee, this is a little known fact, but Tennessee is undefeated at home this year. Yeah, you heard me right. They are undefeated at home this year. And I like Mike Vrabel as a coach. He's one of those guys. He's next to my guy, Mike Tomlin. He's going to get the most out of his talent. So Tennessee and Jacksonville, I like this 2-team teaser. Tennessee +7, Jacksonville -3. Jacksonville's playing in prime time. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be able to beat Cincinnati the way that they want to. If they keep their foot on the gas, the game shouldn't be close. So guys, there we have it. Another week of picks. And I hope these picks brought value to you. And guys, in the next episode, we'll talk about what happened this week in fantasy when we come back next week. So with that said, spike that like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you can get a notification when the next episode comes out. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.